What is up, gamers? Here I have a Mario Red Special Edition DS Lite that will not be a Mario Red Special Edition DS Lite soon. It turns on and it works great. The screens are fantastic. It works completely fine other than the busted hinge, and it's actually in pretty decent shape. But I'm going to be shell swapping it into this system. It is going to be clear red on the outside with black accents, and then it'll be black on the inside with clear red accents. This thing is going to be amazing. I bought this system specifically for a reshell, but I will keep the Mario Red shell parts, and I will definitely use them in the future for some projects. And this DS is going to be 1 of 1, so these red screen borders are in great shape, so I'm going to be using these red screen lenses, and it's going to match this shell perfectly. I just decided that on a whim. Normally, I would use the included eXtremeRate screen lens, but obviously the red is going to match this system so much better. So I'm really excited for this. Hope you guys are too. So our shell is all ready for assembly, as we can see. But we got to get this guy disassembled just a little bit. Just a little bit. Oh, okay. I don't know when I did that, but So let's get the screen cleaned just to be sure that it actually is in good condition, because I don't actually know if it actually is. It just looked like it was. Okay. So we got like 2 scratches, but they're light. They don't show up when the screen is on. So we will indeed use that screen. Let's take care of these 4 screws while we're here. And yes, I have a box full of special edition parts. So Mario, Pokemon, Zelda, Lime Green. So these shell pieces and all of the red buttons and everything will go into that box. So I'll definitely use that at some point in the future. I'm going to set all of these screws off to the side because I will be using them for assembly. Okay, so now we can pry that, get our fingernail in there, lift it up. Looks good to me, so this will set off to the side, and we'll put that in our box. Shoulder buttons can lift up, and I'm going to take out these springs. Set the shoulder buttons off to the side, put these up. Now we will disconnect our cables, and the Wi-Fi chip, digitizer clamp release system. Make it sound a lot more fancy than it actually is. Lift that up, get our top screen free, and our bottom screen free. Alright, so our board we will modify. We'll put that up to the side for now. The main power LED I'm going to make red. I don't know what I'm going to make the low power LED though. I haven't thought about that. I could make the main power LED white and then the low power LED red, but like just the red matches way too well. For my shiny red and clear black system, I did ultraviolet as low power, so I may do that again for this system. I could do yellow, which my yellow is more like a gold. These button rubbers are good, so I'll use them. Take this hinge cover out, and I'm going to pop out this piece. We will reuse this LED diffuser. Mario M piece. The hinge is black. That's perfect. We'll use that. I use black hinges for the black shell accents, and then white hinges for the white shell accents. It's such a small detail, but you can see it through the transparent pieces, and it just ties it together. Do you guys watch Crispy Concords? How many of you guys watch Crispy Concords? All right, we can take this top screen out. And just like that, we're ready to assemble our system. That was actually pretty quick. I will modify the motherboard when we get there. For now, I'm going to prepare this shell piece and these 2 shell pieces. I know I'm not using gloves. You can probably tell my hands aren't in the best shape. Using gloves are really bad for my hands, so gotta deal with not using gloves at the moment. So we will use this sticker pad, that square sticker, and we need this baggie with our bottom LCD shield, our metal cylinder, and this sticker right here. We need this and our stylus port. I'm not using this piece. I'm using the black one. I'm getting ahead of myself, guys. Alright, so we'll get this black piece in here. You can set that stylus up to the side. That right there. So now I'm going to get screws out of this. I get 5 of the lime green screws, and then 1 of the black Y screws. Then I throw all the other screws away because we just don't need them. Now we will screw our stylus port down, and then this sticker I peel up, and it goes right over here. Now we need this baggie. We need battery door screw holder, battery door screw. And then I throw all the other stuff away. Now this can go in here. And now to put it in, I use 2 different pairs of tweezers sometimes. Goes right in. So now we got this lovely piece of machinery. So we use 5 of these right here. 4 go inside of here. Now since this is transparent, I want this to be as straight as I can possibly get it. And then the 5th one I put right here to make sure that don't ever go nowhere. Good, that stays in place. And now for this, we need this foam sticker, and this goes right here. It sits exactly where the solder points for the top screen goes, so it gives them a cushion. All right, so we can set this up. Well, first buttons. Here are our red buttons, and then our black buttons are here. Black buttons in here, and then it'll be ready for assembly once we get there. And now we can grab our metal cylinder, set it in place, and then we'll roll up our top screen cable and plug it right in place. Okay, now we got our microphone cable. It's nice and clean already. Then we got our Wi-Fi antenna cable. Alright, so now we can fold this down. This one is missing a speaker ring. It has been left behind on here, so we want this. It prevents rattles and vibrations, which would then cause the speaker to sound high-pitched. So now we can get our top screen in place the way that it do need to be going. I recently listed a lot of 4DS Lites on eBay, and just the final part of the description, I'm so goofy sometimes. It makes me laugh thinking about it, so I'm like, why not? No harm in some giggles, right? Laughter is the best medicine. All right, that's fantastic. There are no fingerprints on the top screen, so we are ready. Whoops, not with that one. So let's get this guy on. This thing is going to look menacing. Straight up menacing. Now we put the cables through our inside pieces hinge area, I guess you would call it. A hinge area? I don't know, man. I just work here. Got the cable through here. Now we got our black hinge. A video series I plan to do, it's called 30 Days of Repairs. So, well, not 30 days. I don't know what to call it. I was thinking 30 Days of Repairs, but what it's going to be is I'm going to post a video every day for 4 weeks straight, Monday through Friday. So not Saturday, not Sunday, but Monday through Friday, all at the same time, all scheduled. What do you guys think about that? Is that bad? I'm going to edit them all of the same. There will probably be like months in production, just so that I can have enough time to edit them properly in the way that they need to be presented, of course. But yeah, what are you guys' thoughts on that? Is that a bad idea for any reason? Let me know. I feel like I'm in my 20s. You know, this is my time to grind, so I feel like why not grind for a month and see what happens? I feel like that'd be really cool. Yeah, I kind of just want to do that. Let me know what you guys think about that. Would you like it? Or would you be afraid that the content wouldn't be as high quality? Give me your thoughts. It's really important to me. This channel is my baby in a way, and I want the best for it. I want it to grow the best it can, and I feel like 30 days of repairs would be absolutely awesome. I'll have some normal DS repairs that I just need to fix for my eBay shop. I'll have customer repairs. I'll have shell swaps. I'll have customer shell swaps. So yeah, what are your guys' thoughts on that? Please drop a comment and let me know. But I think I will more than likely do that at some point. I've already recorded the first video. Like I said, I'll probably only film a couple videos of those per week, so it'll take, you know, a month or two for me to get all of that situated. But let me know your thoughts. Nonetheless, we got the hinge screwed in. Works perfect. Now we can get our red buttons in place. Alright, and now I'm using the OEM Nintendo ABXY and D-pad rubber pads. And then I'll be using the eXtremeRate's Start and Select rubber pads. The final touch, our Start and Select pad. And then our final touch, got our microphone cable so that it's all ready to go. And then our final touch, we just got to get this black cable around this way. So there we go. So we can put this up to the side for now, because it is time to modify our motherboard. So like I do with all of my boards, I'm going to sand the golden contacts so that they work like new. They're already pretty clean, but this is a refurbished DS. I want it to work like new forever and ever. So let's get rid of the grime that is on it currently. Clean them off. Cool, so these buttons will work like absolute new for years and years to come now. Let's get our solder station set up. All right, so for the red, I'm going to move the red up to the I could do blue. I could do regular purple as low power. I don't know. I really don't know. I could do dark purple. I have pink as well, but I wouldn't do pink. I have light blue. Wouldn't do light blue. I have yellow, except where are the LEDs? Houston, we have a problem. Houston. I think these are the yellow LEDs. I don't know. What do you guys think? Yellow, blue, purple, dark purple. I think those are the 4 options we have. I'm going to go with... You guys will see. Plus, I feel like yellow for low power, orange for charging, and red for main power is just kind of a cool setup. It all matches. So, I don't know. That's just me. What do you guys think? Drop a comment. Let me know what you think I should make it. But now we can come in with our solder station. I'm going to heat up these LEDs. Sorry for the wobbles. This is hard to do. I'm going to first remove the green LED. I'm going to move the red LED up. And then I will install the LED. I apologize, guys. My AC has been running in the background on full this whole time. I had no idea. So I'm sorry for the background noise. That's what that was. But, plus that is our solder station heated up. We'll add some solder to these points here. And then once it's on, I'm going to crimp it down to make sure it's really on there good. All right, so we'll test that. Make sure it's strong. Make sure it works. So we got our board here. Red. Red is red. So that is fantastic. I think it'll look really cool. I think it'll match just fine enough. Fine enough. I mean, I don't know. So now, Alexa, turn off solder station. And this bottom LCD screen has scratches. I know I said that I'd keep the lenses. I just meant the screen border itself, so I'm replacing that digitizer with a new one. So we'll peel that off, grab my spudger, use the smooth side to remove the red border. So that's ready to be put on. Now I'm going to use the squared side to remove our digitizer. Now we don't want any dust getting in here, so I'll need to be quick. Okay, so there's no dust currently. Oh, yes, there is. There's one speck. No, there's not. Peel this. There's another speck. No, there's not. Put that on. Line it up. Make sure it's all straight, and then adjust as needed once it's on. Looks good to me, so... Press it down, make sure it's on there good, and we are ready for assembly now. We'll attach it to the board. I have USB-C charging mods coming soon. I have 9 ports on hand, but I haven't ever soldered a DS Lite charging port, so I just want to make sure I know how to do it properly before I offer it to the public, of course. So we got that in. Now we can come around with this, make sure our microphone cable is in its tracks properly, make sure the top screen connector is all open, which it is, so we can put our top screen right in. Close the flap and then put this down just like that. Board sets in place, get our microphone cable plugged in, and now I'm going to straighten out this black cable, shove it underneath that cartridge port, stick that Wi-Fi chip on the board, plug this black cable right into that chip, and then I'll put some screws into the board, and then we can test the system. Alright, so we'll get a battery up to the contacts, turn it on. Wow, wow. See, just the red LED just looks too cool to not have it be the main LED for this color scheme of a DS. You know what I mean? Touchscreen works, all buttons work. That's fantastic. So let's get our shoulder buttons in. Got these metal rods. This is R. I don't know where L is. L disappeared. I might need to look back at the video recording because I remember dumping L out and it was here. So I'll need to see where it went. Alright, but R is in, so that's... You know, that's a good thing. Well, I looked back at the recording and it looks like it was actually missing. So I don't know what to do. Because I don't have any replacements. I mean, I have shells, but I don't have, like, actual replacements. But I'll yoink one from one of these shells. I have so many of these systems on hand right now. If you would like to purchase one, it's $150 at my website. I have like over 10 of them available, but as we can see from this one, I'm just going to yoink the left trigger because it's here. And hopefully I'll come across the last one eventually. Also, I have a shell swap video of this shell. I have a lot of them. So, feel free to check that out if you are interested. Okay, but now we have L, and we have come back from our detour. I'm trimming the L button. I started doing this off camera by accident, but what I do is I trim it all along here in 3 cuts, and now I'm on the 3rd cut right here, so that's when I'll put this here and do that. And then I sand it along here. Just like that, guys. And then I clean it, make sure there's no leftover plastic anywhere, and then I blow it out, and this is all good to go. So now we'll get the spring in, put it in here, and then I'll load it up, but then it's spring loaded constantly, so we need to put something heavy here to stop it from bouncing back. And as we can see, it slightly pushes the DS, so we want to be quick with this. So we got our bottom plate, make sure all of the triggers are in the down position, or the sliders, not the triggers, and then we can slap this on. Trigger clicks like new. The reason why I trim it is because it gets stuck. It just gets stuck, and then it doesn't click right. It's awful, actually. So that is why I trim them. It doesn't happen with every single one, but I've learned at this point it happens more often than not, so I've learned to just trim every one just to be safe. So we'll get these 3 Phillips screws in. Look how cool the motherboard looks through the red shell. That is so cool. Stinks that the battery covers it up, but look at that, man. This DS is so cool. Got transparent buttons. While we get it set up, I'll get the 4 Phillips screws up top screwed in, and I will show what the low power LED looks like as well, of course. This one that is currently in it is fully charged. Let's, while we're here, let's get these rubber pads in place. This DS is coming together, man. We got one more touch for the inside, but first, let's, I'm gonna turn it back on, make sure the shoulder buttons work and the touchscreen calibrates and everything. Shoulder buttons work with light presses every single time. No matter where I press them, I run my fingers all along all places, and it works everywhere just like new, so that's fantastic. So now we will get a stylus. This DS comes with the black eXtremeRate stylus and GBA slot cover, but I'll include a red stylus with it as well. So let's calibrate our touchscreen here. Brand new. There we go. And let us get our Y screws in now. Get our eXtremeRate sticker on. Now we got our eXtremeRate GBA slot cover. I have PCBs made. Now I just need to order them. I'm super excited. There we go, there's that. Now our battery door. Can't forget the black Y screw for the cartridge port, of course. And now we have these black rubber pads for the bottom. And then we got one final touch that I'm very excited for. These extra red rubber pads will come with the system and the black set. So these will all be included with the DS Lite. So if you ever need to replace them in the future, you can. But they should be perfectly fine for forever, basically, unless you ever need to take it apart. So that's what these will be for. These will be included. And then our final touch. Look how sick this thing is, man. Look how sick, bro. This is awesome. Then you open it up. Got these red accents. And then this final touch. Man, is this DS something else, dude. I hope you guys like this system. This is really cool. We got a stylus that goes with, and it'll include screen protectors and a case and a clear protective shell that goes over top of the DS to keep it in nice shape, but this is it, man. Load up some games. Got our clear blue to not match our clear red. Looking good. We gotta test that low power LED and see how it works. See how it looks. So there's this. And I'm pretty sure this one will be on green, but then it'll switch. Oh, no. Look at that. Ain't that neat, dude? So that's what it'll look like when it's on low battery. It'll be like a golden color. Isn't that? That's pretty cool. I like that a lot. It goes together well. You know, red, orange, yellow. They're on that spectrum. And then if you want to plug it in, it just died because I didn't mean to increase the brightness right there. But if you want to plug it in, then that's orange, and then turn it on. Red for high power, and now it's switched to gold for low power. It looks pretty similar on camera, but in person there's a clear difference. for lower exposure. The charging is clearly orange, and the low power is, it's gold. I don't know why it's yellow. I bought yellow LEDs, but they're like actually gold. I don't know why. It's a little weird, but it is what it is. It's awesome. I think it looks really cool on this DS still. I think it matches the theme pretty perfectly, if you ask me. This thing is amazing. I love this one so much. And like I said, this DS itself is one of one, because after this one sells, I'll need to remake one, but with the black eXtremeRate top screen border, or like the very dark green you can see, and then not put a bottom border on. So that's what will happen after this one sells. So if you like it, if you want to buy it, snatch it up. There will be a link in the description for my website. Let's get our fully charged battery back in. And this DS is pretty much all ready to go. We'll give it a little wipe down. And bam. Like I said, the scratches are there, but you can't see them with the screen on. It looks amazing. So there we have it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I mean, look at the side profile, dude. This thing is menacing. This thing is amazing. Maybe I can get the thumbnail picture without even taking a nice photo. For all of my thumbnails, I take super nice photos and edit them. This DS is amazing. I mean, like, look at that shot. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Leave a big thumbs up if you did. Subscribe to the channel for more cool videos. I have a lot of awesome shell swaps already on the channel, and I have a lot more to come. I have probably 100 eXtremeRate shells on hand currently, just waiting to be used. Subscribe for more. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it, and I'll see you all in the next one.